My name is Maria Villella. I'm teaching Bakasana, and I teach it in a way where the hips actually stay fairly low. So very often I see Bakasana done or taught where the hips come pretty high, and what very often happens when the hips go high is that the knees just wind up stacking on top of the arm bones. So there isn't really much engagement through the midline, through the core, through the legs firming in. Bakasana can be a fantastic pose for building strength for other poses as well, like even pick up and jump back or jumping through to seated. It can be a great thing for learning how to press up into handstand and a lot of arm balances that come from tripod headstand. But it has to be done in a way where you're actually engaging the muscles. So what I often see in Bakasana is that the hands, they'll be shoulder distance apart, the hips come really high, and the arms may even go straight, but the knees come right on top of the arms. And here you're not really engaging a lot through the midline. So how I like to teach this pose, and I encourage you to try it, is you squat. So it's almost like a malasana is where you start. So the knees coming outside of the ribs and squeezing in, and then the body really rounding. Then from there, you take your hands flat, and the elbows can go out to the sides. So they're kind of like a shelf for the shin bones, at least initially. But the main efforts here are to squeeze the knees in, and the shoulders are going to drop down, but the emphasis is not on opening the front body. It's actually on rounding the back body. So the hands press the floor strongly so that the inner hands don't lift off the ground. It's really, really essential that you keep the hands flat. Knees squeeze in, back rounds, and you look slightly forward, start to lift the feet up. Knees continue to squeeze in, and the back rounds. So the hips don't come very high. They stay fairly low, and the back just rounds. Knees squeeze in and up. And the heels are lifting up towards the hips. Inner edges of the feet coming together. And there you go. Here's your Bakasana.